Let's talk weight loss. I know I got your attention now.
Yeah, like trying to live it. Live it.
Alright, so today we are going to get right into it and talk about my fitness journey. Growing up, I was very active. I mean, from the time when I was about 3 years old, I've been in ballet, jazz, tap, gymnastics. During high school, I was on the track team, I was on the step team, I was a cheerleader. You get the gist of it. I was always active, and therefore my body plus genetics, I stayed thin. I mean, I wasn't into the gym at all, to be honest, but I had abs. Something tragic happened in my life. I just didn't feel like I deserved to be looking and getting the attention that I was getting. And so I purposefully fell off. However, I was always confident no matter what the weight. Actually, when I gained the weight, it was so confusing to people because I'm always slim, trim model, literally a model. I had people come up to me and ask me, mistake me for other people, like, oh, did you have twins? And mind you, I obviously didn't have my daughter until a couple years ago. So as embarrassing as that was, I didn't really see the weight loss. But fast forward, during the time I first started dating my husband, if you're watching this, don't let your head explode because it's already too big. Just kidding. Nah. He made me feel so good about myself at the time. Not saying that he was my happiness, but he made me feel so good. I just wanted to look and feel good. You know, when you meet somebody good in your life, you kind of think like you want to be worthy enough for them. And not that I in any way didn't feel worthy, but because he was into fitness and he was living that lifestyle as long as I've known him, it encouraged me to stop with the McDonald's and the sodas and the this and that. So what I did was I ended up going on my own journey, no personal trainer, just going on my own journey. Started walking an hour a day, picked up the pace, started running and walking an hour a day, started doing some outside exercises until I got comfortable enough to hit the gym. And I say that because when you first go to the gym, you're not always comfortable. I see ants out here biting me. You're not always comfortable, right? So let's be real. When you go to the gym and you're new to the gym, you know, you see all these other people in there getting it in and you want to be that person, but you also don't want to look stupid because you're not familiar with what you're supposed to do as yet. So that's why I say when I worked up enough confidence to make it to the gym, I did. And during that time, still dating my husband, but obviously boyfriend and girlfriend at the time, I've lost my goal of 30 pounds. So that was my first big thing. I lost it, I maintained it, we were all good. Somewhere along the line, I ended up gaining some weight back. Never as much, but gained it back. Now, around 2016, I was like, enough is enough. You need to make a difference in your life. You're not liking what you see in the mirror. You're not performing at your highest capability because you're not feeling as good about yourself. Even though confidence has never been an issue for me, everyone has their insecurities, and when you know you can do better, you do better. At this time, I was in a different space, you know, career-wise, financially, all of that, so I went ahead and invested in myself with a trainer. I really hate him.
Get stuff done.
So I was meeting with a trainer like 2 or 3 times a week. I was working out maybe 6 or 5 days out of the week. So when I wasn't with the trainer, I was by myself. I went ahead and purchased a meal plan. Also tested out many different things that work for me because I'm not about eating nothing all day. That's the biggest misconception. So things about weight loss that you need to know, or a healthy weight in general. 80% of it is what you put into your body. So you want to make sure that you're finding out the foods that go alongside with what your goals are, because bulking and gaining is two completely different things. So as for me, I went ahead and invested in a plan that worked for me. I lost the weight. I lost more weight than I wanted to at the time. Feeling good, looking good, performing good, all aspects of your life come together when you are live healthily and you know, just doing your best. So it starts with your mindset. So, you know, I've been on a few fitness journeys. I've been in a very deep and low place a couple times where, you know, it showed in my appearance. I lost the weight, luckily, thank God, before I got pregnant. So while I was pregnant, I was already at a smaller size. The weight that I gained, I feel like I didn't blow up during my pregnancy. One, that could be genetics. Two, I wasn't overeating. My husband was very supportive with, you know, the meals I ate, and he'll talk about that, how he played a huge role while I was pregnant. And it's not to not gain weight. That wasn't, you know, my responsibility at that time. Was the health of my child, my mind state, the energy that I kept around me. There were many changes in my life, and it was not about staying skinny during pregnancy. I'll just say that. But, you know, everyone's pregnancy is different. I didn't have weird cravings like that. Every now and then I wanted something, you know, sweet, or, for example, Dr. Pepper, for one. I don't like Dr. Pepper, but during my pregnancy, Dr. Pepper is one of the things that I drank. Not healthy at all, but I would have that taste for Dr. Pepper. So I would have like a sip or something like that of Dr. Pepper, and that was my cravings. I didn't have the pickles or the this and that and whatever. I gained 31 pounds during my pregnancy. And for someone who just worked so hard to lose the weight, it was not nice to see that happen. But at that time, the weight that you're gaining is not necessarily just fat. It is the weight of your child. It is the additional water, blood that you have within your system. In addition to that, what you're eating. So for me, I gained 31 pounds. And a year after that, a year postpartum, I had lost all of the weight. I would say give or take 5 or 6 pounds, most 10, away from what my pre-pregnancy was. Now, friends, I had maintained that until the past 2 months. Ask me why. I have no answer. Usually, I'm a woman of many words, but I am speechless here because I'm not quite sure what happened. No, I had gained weight before we went away. I had lost some of that weight to look good for the trip. Boom, look good for the trip. Came back, and I had family members here. So you know how that goes. You want to go out and have a good time. You're not trying to calorie pin. Dinner, drinks, every other night. They were here for about 2 weeks, and during that time, not blaming anyone, I was irresponsible with my, like I said, take responsibility for you. I was irresponsible with my eating. Now, portion control is not a big deal for me. I do not overeat, like sweets and things like that of that nature is not my weakness. I can do without it. It's just getting into the mindset again to make sure that you're eating at a certain time because you know what's good for your body. It's good to know what's good for you. So we are back at it. And every time that happens, we say we're not going to get back at it. We're going to stay at it. So if you're ready, you don't have to get ready, if that makes sense. You can weigh more by gaining muscle. So you don't want to focus entirely on what your scale is saying. The reason why I do fitness videos is because there's so many misconceptions about it. There's so many misconceptions about the people who do it. And there's people maybe like you sitting at home or out and about wanting to make this change and not knowing where to start, not knowing how you can connect with other people and other journeys, and that's why I'm sharing my journey, to always in hopes of motivating you to get up and go for what you want, whether that's fitness, career, whatever it is that you want, whether you just want to be a nicer person to people, whether you want to allow yourself to be loved. Guys, whatever it is that you want, you can do it. It starts with your mindset, and what helps is when you look your best. These videos of sharing our fitness journey and just sharing things that work for us, and everyday hacks and tricks that work for everyone in general. So you want to make sure that you are subscribed to us for weekly uploads. Notification bell is on so you don't miss them. If this video has helped you, give us a thumbs up. We so very much appreciate it. I will see you on the next video. Stay beautiful and blessed.
Yeah, life, I'm living. Live it.